I can't even begin to tell you how many times someone said to me, my weekends are messing up my progress. But here's the thing, I actually don't think the weekends are your problem. I actually think it's the way you think about them that is. And once you understand what I'm about to explain in this video, you'll stop feeling like you're starting again every single Monday. Look, everyone wants balance and everyone wants flexibility. I include myself in that. I still want to go out for meals, I want to go out for drinks, I want to go away on holiday, I want to go away at the weekend. But I also want to feel confident when I take my top off. I also want to feel good when I look in the mirror. I also still want to be able to wear what I want to wear and not feel like I need to cover up or why the hell are you wearing that? I also still want to look at a photo of myself and still feel good. I don't want to feel like I've gained a load of weight. And I'm guessing if you're watching this video, that's something that you probably want as well. We all want exactly the same thing. The problem is we've been sold this idea time and time again that balance is something that you get given, whereas the actual truth is balance is something that you have to earn. And right now I need you to use your imagination. I want you to imagine a seesaw. Now, on one side of the seesaw, there's the healthy habits you need to do from your gym, from your training, from your nutrition, from the steps, from your sleep and recovery and all that stuff. That's on the left-hand side of the seesaw. Then on the other side of the seesaw is all the other stuff that I spoke about. So the flexibility, the takeaways, the meals out, the drinks, the holidays, weekends, whatever it is. That's on the other side of the seesaw. And when you're trying to lose weight, the seesaw has to tip in one direction. It has to tip more so in that direction. So more energy and more effort has to be applied to the healthy habits side of things. But the crucial bit, that doesn't mean that you've got to give up that stuff entirely. It doesn't mean you have to give up that flexibility completely and completely restrict yourself and go cold turkey. That's not what I'm saying, but you're also trying to change. So you have to put more energy and effort into that side of stuff. So you make sure it's leaning more so in that direction. But this is where people make a huge mistake. You start a fitness journey, you lose weight, you feel really good, you've lost 5 kilos, let's say, clothes are fitting better, you're feeling better, everyone's happy. But in that precise moment is where you think you've cracked it. And then what starts to happen is you start to think job's done. So what normally happens then? The walks you were going on starts to slow down. Training no longer is getting done as consistently as what it once was. And you're skipping a few more gym sessions than you normally were. Takeaways are a little bit more frequent. Those meals out, you used to go every other weekend. Now you're going every weekend, including the Fridays. So it's happening more often. And then a month or so down the line, you sat there thinking, where the hell did it go wrong? Because that 5 kilos you lost is back. And this is a mistake people make. If you want to lose weight and keep it off forever, and you also want that flexibility and that balance, you've still got to apply the energy and effort you did at the very beginning. So you're still going to have to consistently train. You're still going to have to consistently eat well. You're still going to have to consistently make sure you remain inactive. You can't give up the habits that got you there in the first place. It just becomes a little bit more balanced. So initially you put more energy and effort into the healthy habits to get yourself into that position you were, but then it can't completely tip the other direction because you got there. And that's a mistake people make. They think job's done, so it tips the other way and you go back to that old routine. But what keeps you there is keeping the new routine, but just bringing a little bit more balance to the equation. So you still consistently train, you still consistently eat well, you still make sure you remain as active as possible, and also sleeping well and all that other stuff that I mentioned. But you're still being able to go out for enjoy a meal. You're still able to go out for drinks and not feeling like you're messing up because you're still applying the energy and effort into that stuff in the first place. But like I said, this is where people make a big mistake because they stop doing the stuff that got them there. So you never end up getting that balance, but then you think the weekends are the problem. The weekends are never the problem. The problem is you stop applying that effort. Like I've had a few clients in this position where they've lost 10 kilos and then they've stopped coaching. But with that, they've also stopped the healthy habits they were doing in the first place. I've also had clients who've lost 20 kilos who've kept it off for 3 years. And that's because they've consistently done the stuff they needed to do while still being able to enjoy the other stuff, while still being able to have that balance and have that flexibility. So this is what I'm saying. Balance isn't just something you get given. Balance is something that you've got to earn. You've got to earn it consistently. And that doesn't mean that it has to consume your life and completely take over it. But it does mean it has to consistently stay part of your life. It can't be something you just give up like a light switch and flick on and off all the time. You're going to have to consistently apply the effort to keep the results you've always wanted to get. Otherwise, you're going to always be stuck in that same cycle that you're trying to get out of. And it's like me. People ask me all the time, do I still go out? Absolutely. I still go on holiday. I still have meals out. I still go out for drinks with mates. But I also still train. I also still make sure I'm remaining active. I also still make sure I'm eating well the majority of the time. Those habits that got me there never stop. Those habits that got me there are also the same ones that kept me there. And that has to be the same for you. Balance is something that you've got to build. Balance is something that you've got to keep working on, because if you keep working on, guess what? You also get to keep it. So there you have it. That is how you stop letting a weekend ruin your progress. It's also how you lose weight and keep it off forever. So you never have to lose weight again. And if you're struggling with the habits that you need to do and you need that extra layer of accountability, go to the description. I've got 4 weeks free fat loss coaching in there, giving you all the habits that you need to do and giving you that extra added accountability. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you drop a like on the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.